Welcome back to my channel. I don't know why I did that. Why do I blink so much? I can't look past it now, but I blink a lot. I don't know what that's about, but let me know if you think it's weird. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Cassidy. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so excited. I just have to say that I cannot believe how many people have watched my first YouTube video. It's almost at 3,000 views, which is just insane to me, honestly. I have like 200 subscribers. I just can't believe that many people, and I know it sounds silly because compared to a lot of booktubers, that number is nothing, but I just can't believe how many people have watched my videos, have commented. It's crazy. So thank you all so much for the support. And if I'm being honest, I already recorded this intro, and for whatever reason, I don't know what happened, my finger slipped something. I recorded it all in slow-mo, which is super unfortunate. So round two. This video is going to be a reading vlog. I'm gonna be reading some fall type books. It is October now, it's October 3rd. You get the reference? Mean Girls, October 3rd. Anyways, it's October 3rd, so I thought it would be fun to do a fall reading vlog. So I have 2 books picked out. I'm not sure if I am gonna get to the second book, it depends. I have a busy next couple of days with school and work and stuff like that. I have these 2 books. So first I have the X Hex, the X Hex by Erin Sterling. And if you don't know what this book is about, it's about Vivian, who's a witch, and she decides to use her magic powers to put a curse on her ex-boyfriend, and everything seems fine. She thinks it's a harmless little hex on her ex. See what I did? And turns out it wasn't, because he returns to her town, and all of a sudden there's talking cats, there's murderous toys, there's a lot going on in this book. But I'm super excited. If you know me, you know I love romance, but I've never read a romance that has magic involved in it. I've seen a lot of reviews on this book, so I'm really excited to read it for myself and take you along on the journey. This video is going to be spoiler free, so don't worry. You're not going to find anything out that you don't want to know before reading the book. The next book that I'm going to read is The Truth About Keeping Secrets by Savannah Brown. Savannah Brown has been an author that I followed on Instagram for a while. I believe she's from the UK, and my friend Allie actually gave me 2 of her fiction books and then 2 of her poetry books. And I read one of her books last week, and it was really good. She primarily writes mysteries, I'm pretty sure. And this book is about Sydney, whose dad is a psychiatrist, and he knows everyone's secrets in this small little town they live in, and he ends up dead. And Sydney isn't sure what happened to him. The police aren't sure what happened to him. He died in a car crash, but they can't figure out what actually happened that night. So at his funeral, June, who is the homecoming queen, I'm not sure how that part is relevant, but they make sure to mention that she's a homecoming queen, so I guess we'll find out. But anyways, regardless, she shows up at the funeral, and Sydney's really confused why she's there. And they start becoming friends, they team up, and I'm assuming they're gonna try and figure out what happened to Sydney's dad on the night of his death. So I'm super excited to read this book. I just thought it would be fun to take you along while I'm reading these books so we can chat about them, tell you how I'm feeling, and not give away any spoilers. So let's get into it. So I'm 100 pages into the X Hex, and I have to say that this book is so good. I'm gonna be honest, going into it, I was a little bit I don't know, this seems a little bit corny. Like the first couple pages, it's like Vivian and her cousin casting this magic spell on her ex. And okay, her ex's name is Rhys, Rhys, like the guy in A Court of Roses and Thorses. What happens to me? A Court of Thorns and Roses in that series. And so in my head I just say like Rise. But it could be like, it's definitely not Riz. But you know what I mean? Anyways, it's sometimes like when you're reading and you just kind of glance over the name. But anyways, we're gonna go with Rise. So Vivian casts this spell with her cousin, this curse, right after they break up because Vivian's super upset. They're drinking vodka crayons, and they're like, you know what would be fun? Let's put a curse on him. And they think they're just joking. They think it's like just a silly something they're doing with like a Bath and Body Works candle. They're not using a magic candle, so it should be fine. And that's the part that I wasn't too sure about because I thought it was a little bit corny. But then you flash forward 9 years later, and Rise is back in this town where Vivian lives with her cousin and her aunt, and it's like this town where witches and like magic exist with also just normal humans who don't know that the magic and the witches are living there with them. So it's like this perfect little world where Vivian lives, she loves it, and Rise's family, they're the founders of this town. So Rise comes back because every 100 years when they celebrate their Founders Day, one of the family members of Rise's family has to come back. So Rise is chosen, he's not excited to come back, and then he sees Vivian again. It sparks all these old feelings for both of them that they both have, and then things start to go awry, and both of them are thinking, oh my god, like, am I cursed? Is he cursed? And they realize, yes, he is. And so that's kind of where I'm at right now. Things are starting to go like a little crazy, and yeah, but there's a lot of like tension, and by tension I mean sexual tension, between Rise and Vivian still. It's very clear that both of them still like each other, but also they're both admitting, not to each other yet, but in the narrating part, they're like, oh my god, I still like him. Oh my god, I still like her. And so I appreciate that there's no like, no, I don't like him. It's like, no, like, you know? So that's where I'm at so far. I think that I'm gonna go make some food right now. Maybe I'll take you along while I make food. And then I'm gonna keep reading because this book is so good. Okay, we're making vegetable fried rice and Thai vegetable, I don't know how to say it, but these things. They're from Trader Joe's. So, I don't know, looks good. All right, it's all done. Okay, it's super late. That's not super late. Okay, it's late right now, and I'm gonna eat a snack and then go to bed because I need to wake up tomorrow morning because I need to work on a project for class also in the morning. So I am going to talk about the X Hex in the morning or after class tomorrow, but I finished it and it was so good, and That's all I'm gonna say for now. Okay, good morning. It's the next day. I went to class. It's so ugly outside right now. It's raining. It's cold. I got very soaked going to class. Now I'm back here and I have another class soon, but I'm gonna make breakfast. And I thought that it would be fun to make breakfast and chat about the X Hex because it was so good. And yeah, so I'm gonna make a little like breakfast burrito that I'm not gonna lie, I've been making for like a week now because I become like obsessed with certain foods and I only eat them for a long period of time and then I decide that I hate them and then I'm like moving on to the new thing. So it was waffles for breakfast for a long time, but out with the waffles, in with the breakfast burrito. That I put guac and salsa on. It's so good. But key part to the breakfast burrito is a hash brown. So we'll put that in the air fryer real quick. Oh my God. Actually, no one can clean out the air fryer, so I'm gonna clean that out real quick because there's chicken in it. And then I'm gonna make the hash brown. Quick hair change because I just feel like I kind of look like an egg in that. So let's talk about the X Hex. Okay, first of all, I just have to say, I feel like that is exactly what I needed right now. It was just so good and so steamy. You would never guess that from the cover, but holy crap. It was just so good, and I was gonna talk about it. Like, I did the first 100 pages. There's 300 pages. I was gonna do when I got to 200 pages and then when I finished, but it was so good that I just sat on the couch and finished it, and it was just, I didn't want to put it down to even record. So that's how good it was. And I had kind of low expectations going into it just because I thought, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna feel the witchy vibe. I just think everyone should read it. It's so cute. It's second chance romance with the ex-boyfriend and Vivian. I just really liked her as a character, and that her ex-boyfriend is also a witch. And so I thought that was interesting because I feel like in most romance books that would be around like magic and stuff, only one of them would be the witch and then the other person like wouldn't know that they're a witch and that would be the plot, but that wasn't the plot. They're both witches and I just loved that. Second chance romance, I actually did like that, and normally I feel like I don't really like that, but I was getting down with it. I got this salsa from Trader Joe's and it kind of tastes like marinara sauce, but like spicy. So that's interesting, but it's good. Okay, but also I just accidentally I wanted to make scrambled eggs, and I literally just made a like dippy egg over easy. Do you call it a dippy egg or over easy? Because I call it a dippy egg. Guess I'm eating a dippy. I don't know why I said that. Anyways, back to the X Hex. The part with the ghost. Did I mention there were ghosts in it? Yeah, a ghost appears, and this isn't a spoiler because it's on the back of the book. It says there's a ghost. I think I just forgot to say that. But the part with the ghost, I get freaked out really easily, and I know this book isn't supposed to be like freaky, but I was a little scared reading it. Not scared where it was like, oh my God, I can't sleep tonight, but it was just a little bit like, whoo, yeah, that was a little spooky. And I liked that. I wasn't expecting that. So basically what I'm saying is that I think everyone should read this book. It's perfect for October and Halloween, and I read it in one day. My hair, first of all, a mess today, but I'm blaming it on the rain. I would show you this burrito because I just finished making it, but it looks like a hot mess. So just imagine that it's good, because it is good. Okay, so I know that in the beginning of the video, I literally talked about a whole separate book that I was gonna read in this vlog, but I just ran out of time, and I feel like I just want to put this vlog out because it's taking me just so long. And yeah, I really did want to read it, like, and I still am going to. So let me know if you want to see it in another vlog, or if I should just talk about it in like an October wrap up, like what I read this month type of video. But yeah, my grandparents came this morning after I got done class and took me and my boyfriend out to lunch, and we hung out with them for a little bit. So, and the day before that, I just was super busy with other schoolwork and going to class and stuff like that. So I just didn't get to it. And I feel really bad that I didn't get to it. I mean, it's not the end of the world that I didn't get to it. I'm not gonna beat myself up over not reading the book. So I guess I'm gonna just wrap up the video here. Let me know if you also like the vlogs, or if you like the more like sit down type videos. I figured I'd try a vlog this week because my like top video so far is the 24-hour reading vlog. Thanks so much for watching this video. Thank you so much again for all of the support and subscribing, liking. I appreciate all of it so much, and I will see you in my next video.